Two people walk into the same meeting, same preparation, same knowledge, same genuine capability.
Person 1 speaks first. I think, maybe, this could potentially work. I am not entirely sure, but perhaps we could consider.
Person 2 speaks next. I want to share a perspective on this. Based on what I have seen, the strongest approach is
Same knowledge, same capability, completely different impact.
not because person 2 is more intelligent, not because they are more experienced, not because they are genuinely more certain.
But because the language they used, the specific words, the specific phrases, the specific way they structured their contribution, it communicated confidence.
And confidence, communicated through language, it shapes how people receive everything else you say.
Today, we teach you that language, the exact phrases that communicate confidence in English, in meetings, in difficult conversations, in professional situations, and in English conversations themselves.
Not fake confidence, not performance, but the genuine language of someone who knows what they think and says it clearly.
Stay with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John,
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today.
B1 to B2 level English. Before we continue, please subscribe to Speak Unstoppable right now. One tap. New episodes every single day.
Subscribed? Good. Now, let's talk about one of the most practically important skills in any language: expressing confidence.
How are you feeling today, Maria?
Honestly, certain. Which is exactly one of the qualities we are exploring today, and one of the most useful things to be able to communicate in English.
Thank you for being here. Let's go.
Okay, I want to do an experiment. I am going to say the same thing twice. And I want you to notice which version sounds more confident.
Ready.
Version 1. I think maybe this idea could potentially work, though I am not completely sure and there might be issues I have not considered.
Version 2. This idea has real potential. I have thought it through carefully, and I believe it is the strongest approach available.
Same idea. Same level of genuine certainty about that idea.
But one sounds tentative, uncertain, almost apologetic for having an opinion.
And one sounds clear, considered, like it comes from someone who knows what they think.
And the difference, entirely, is the language, not the knowledge, not the intelligence, not the certainty, the language.
And the language of confidence. In English, it can be learned. It is specific. It is consistent. And it is completely available to any English learner who knows what phrases to use.
Today, you learn those phrases, and you change the impression you make in every English conversation, starting today. Let's start with the mechanics. Because confident English has specific linguistic features, and once you know them, you can apply them immediately.
Feature 1. Directness. Confident language goes straight to the point. It does not apologize for existing before it arrives.
Unconfident. I hope you do not mind me saying this, but I was thinking, if it is okay, that perhaps...
Confident. I want to share something I have been thinking about.
Notice, the confident version does not ask permission to have an opinion. It simply has one and states it.
Feature 2. Specificity. Confident language is concrete. It does not hide in vague generalities.
Unconfident. Maybe there could be some issues with the general approach.
Confident, I see 3 specific challenges with this approach. Let me explain each one.
Feature 3. No unnecessary qualifiers. Qualifiers, words like maybe, perhaps, possibly, kind of, sort of, they reduce the perceived weight of what you say.
Unconfident. This is kind of a good idea, maybe, sort of.
Confident. This is a strong idea.
Some qualifiers are appropriate when you genuinely are uncertain about something, but when you are certain, say so without softening it unnecessarily.
Feature 4. Ownership. Confident language claims the opinion. It does not distance itself from what is being said.
Unconfident. Some people might think that this approach is better.
Confident. I think this approach is stronger. Here is why.
The confident version owns the position. It puts I in front of the judgment. This is what I think. This is my assessment.
Feature 5. Completeness. Confident statements finish. They do not trail off. They do not end with or something or you know what I mean.
End your sentences completely with a full stop, not a question mark, not a trailing off. Okay, the phrases. For expressing what you think, clearly, directly, with appropriate confidence.
Category 1. Stating your position.
From my perspective, in my view, based on my experience, my assessment is...
These phrases own the opinion. They place it clearly in the first person. They signal, this is what I think, and I am saying it directly.
I am convinced that. I believe strongly that. I am confident that.
These phrases add the layer of conviction. Not just what you think, but how certain you are about it.
Category 2. Supporting your opinion.
The reason I believe this is, what leads me to this conclusion is, the evidence that supports this is.
I have seen this work in, and that is what leads me to believe it would work here.
My experience with suggests that
these phrases connect your opinion to your reasoning. They show that the confidence is grounded in something, not just asserted.
Category 3. Maintaining your position when challenged.
I hear your concern, and I still believe.
I understand the counter-argument, and my view remains.
I have considered that perspective, and I am not persuaded that it changes the core assessment.
I am open to new information, and based on what I know right now, my position is.
These phrases do something important. They demonstrate that you have genuinely listened, and they hold the ground. They do not collapse. They do not immediately concede.
And the person who can maintain a well-reasoned position under pressure, without aggression, without rudeness, simply with clarity, that person communicates confidence of the most authentic kind.
Confidence is easy when everyone agrees with you. The real test is difficult conversations, disagreements, feedback, setting limits, saying no.
Let's go through each.
Disagreeing confidently? I see this differently. I have a different perspective on this. With respect, I do not agree with that assessment.
Notice these phrases disagree without attacking. They are direct without being aggressive. They hold a different position without dismissing the other person.
I think there is an important distinction being missed here. I want to push back gently on that point. I understand why you see it that way. And I see it differently.
Push back, an important phrase. It means to challenge or disagree, but gently, constructively. I want to push back on that signals confident disagreement without aggression.
Giving feedback confidently, I want to share some honest feedback, and I am doing it because I think it matters.
There is something I have noticed that I think is worth discussing. I want to be direct with you about something. I hope you hear this in the spirit it is intended.
My feedback is, and the reason I am sharing it is because I believe it will help.
Receiving difficult feedback confidently, thank you for sharing that. I want to understand it fully before I respond.
That is useful to hear. Let me think about it properly.
I do not agree with all of it, and I appreciate you sharing it. Can I share my perspective?
Setting limits confidently, that does not work for me. But thank you for asking.
I need to be honest. I cannot take that on right now. My capacity is at its limit.
I am going to decline this one. It is the right decision for where I am right now.
Notice, no long explanation. No excessive apology. A clear statement. Warmly delivered. Completely.
Let's focus specifically on professional English. Because the workplace is where confident language has the most immediate practical impact.
Confident phrases for meetings.
I want to raise something that I think is important for this discussion.
Can I share a concern I have about this direction?
I have a different suggestion. Would you like to hear it?
I want to make sure this is fully understood before we move on.
These phrases claim space in a conversation. They signal, I have something to contribute, and I am going to contribute it.
Confident phrases for presenting ideas.
What I am proposing is, and here is the reasoning.
I have looked at this from several angles, and this is the approach I recommend.
The strongest option, in my assessment, is, and here is why.
Confident phrases for asking questions.
I want to make sure I understand this fully. Can you clarify?
I have a question that I think is important.
Can we step back for a moment? I am not sure we have addressed.
Confident phrases for acknowledging uncertainty. Because confidence does not mean pretending to know what you do not know.
I do not have enough information to make a firm judgment on this yet, and I want to be honest about that.
I am not certain about this specific point, and I would rather be clear about that than give you an answer I am not confident in.
I need to research this further before I can give you a reliable answer.
Admitting uncertainty clearly and directly, that is confident. What is not confident is pretending to certainty you do not have, or apologizing for not knowing.
And now, the most directly relevant application. Expressing confidence in English. About your English itself.
This is the specific situation most of our listeners face. A conversation in English where you are aware of your level, and the awareness creates a kind of anxiety that reduces the quality of the English you produce.
And the solution, surprisingly, is to speak about it. Confidently. Directly. And then continue.
My English is at a level where I can communicate clearly, and I appreciate your patience if I take a moment to find the right word.
I am still developing my English, and I am confident in my ability to make myself understood.
I may express this imperfectly, and the substance of what I am saying is important.
Please tell me if something is unclear. I would rather clarify than be misunderstood.
These phrases do something remarkable. They address the level directly, which removes the elephant from the room. They communicate confidence in the ability to communicate even without perfect fluency. And they invite the other person into a collaborative communication rather than a performance.
And the person who says, I may express this imperfectly, and the substance is important, they immediately come across as more confident than the person who spends the entire conversation apologizing preemptively for their English.
Confidence about your English means this is the English I have. I am using it fully. It is enough for what I need to communicate.
And it is. Your English right now is enough. Use it fully, without apology, with complete confidence in the communication it can achieve. And finally, the phrases to avoid. Because knowing what undermines confidence is as useful as knowing what builds it.
Phrase to avoid, sorry to bother you, but
Replace with, I have something I want to discuss with you.
phrase to avoid. This is probably a stupid question, but
Replace with, I have a question.
phrase to avoid. I am not sure if this makes sense, but
Replace with, what I want to say is,
phrase to avoid. Does that make sense? At the end of every statement.
replace with, completing the statement fully. And then, if you genuinely need to check understanding, what questions do you have?
Phrase to avoid. I just wanted to just. This word minimizes. I just wanted to say. It signals that what you are about to say might not be worth saying.
Replace with, I want to, no just. The statement stands on its own.
Phrase to avoid. Maybe we could possibly consider.
Replace with, I think we should consider.
And the most important replacement of all?
Phrase to avoid, my English is not very good. So, as an apology at the beginning.
Replace with, I want to share something with you. And then share it. Let the English speak for itself. Can I say something about where genuine confidence in English actually comes from?
Please.
Most people believe that confidence comes before speaking. That you have to feel confident, genuinely, internally, before you can speak confidently.
But the research and the experience of every genuinely fluent English speaker says something different.
Confidence in English comes from speaking, not from feeling confident first and then speaking. From speaking and discovering through the experience of speaking that communication happens, that understanding is reached, that connection is made.
The confidence is built by the evidence, and the evidence only comes from the attempt.
Which means using the language of confidence before you feel it is not fake. It is the practice that produces the genuine confidence it represents.
When you say I want to share a perspective on this instead of I think maybe possibly, you are not performing a confidence you do not have. You are practicing the language of someone who has it. And the practice, repeated, builds what it represents.
Use the confident phrases, even before the confidence is fully there, because the phrases are how the confidence develops.
And for every English learner who feels that their level prevents them from speaking confidently, hear this directly.
Confidence in English is not about your level. It is about your relationship with your level. The person who speaks at B1 level, clearly, directly, without apology, is more confident than the person who speaks at C1 level with constant self-deprecation and unnecessary qualification.
Your level is enough for confidence. Right now. With the English you have today.
Remember this, confidence is not something you feel before you speak. It is something you build by speaking. Use the language of confidence, and the confidence follows.
Confidence is built by speaking. Use the language. And the feeling follows. Word tour time.
Word 1. Conviction. A firmly held belief. The quality of being completely sure about something. Example 1. She spoke with conviction, not arrogance, but the settled certainty of someone who had thought something through carefully and arrived at a clear conclusion. Example 2. Speak your English with conviction. Say what you mean to say, completely, without softening it unnecessarily. Conviction makes even imperfect grammar sound more authoritative.
Word 2. Tentative. Not confident or certain. Hesitant and unsure. Done without full commitment. Example 1. His tentative delivery undermined his content. He had excellent ideas, but the way he presented them made them sound uncertain. Example 2. Recognize tentative language patterns in your own English, the maybes, the sort ofs, the I am not sure buts, and replace them with direct statements when you genuinely know what you think.
Word 3. Assertive. Having or showing a confident and forceful personality. Stating your needs and opinions confidently. Not aggressive, confident. Example 1. Being assertive does not mean being aggressive. It means expressing your position clearly and maintaining it calmly under pressure. Example 2. Assertive English sounds like, I want to make a point here. I see this differently. I have a suggestion. Direct. Owned. Without apology.
Word 4. Hedge. To avoid commitment to a definite position. To use language that leaves room for retreat. Example 1. He hedged so much that no one was clear what he actually thought. Every statement was surrounded by maybes and possiblies that removed all certainty. Example 2. Some hedging is appropriate when you genuinely are uncertain. But hedging on things you are certain about, it makes you sound less capable than you are.
Word 5. Qualify. To add conditions or limitations to a statement. To make a statement less absolute. Example 1. Necessary qualifiers add accuracy. I am fairly certain, I believe, based on current information. Unnecessary qualifiers add only noise and undermine confidence. Example 2. When you qualify your English unnecessarily, my English is not great, but you invite the listener to agree with your negative assessment rather than simply hearing what you have to say.
Word 6. Articulate. Able to express ideas or feelings clearly and effectively. Having good verbal ability. Example 1. Being articulate does not require a large vocabulary. It requires clarity of thought and direct expression. You can be articulate in simple language. Example 2. Build articulateness in English by practicing saying exactly what you mean, not approximately what you mean. Precision of expression and confidence of delivery, these develop together.
One thing this week.
Every time you are about to start a sentence with sorry to bother you, or this is probably a stupid question, or maybe we could possibly, stop. And replace it.
With a direct version. That starts with what you actually mean.
I want to discuss something. I have a question. I think we should consider this.
No sorry. No maybe. No just.
And here is your sentence template. For the next time you speak English in any situation that feels difficult.
I want to share something with you. My English may not be perfect, and what I have to say is important. So I am going to say it directly.
Say it out loud. Right now.
I want to share something with you. My English may not be perfect, and what I have to say is important. So I am going to say it directly.
And then, say the thing. Directly. Without apology. With complete confidence in your right to be heard.
Comment challenge.
What is one situation where you would like to express more confidence in English? And which phrase from today are you going to use?
Write using this sentence.
The situation where I want to express more confidence in English is write your situation in the comments. And the phrase I am going to use is write your phrase in the comments.
Write it. In English. In the comments.
Because choosing the phrase publicly, committing to using it, that is already the beginning of using it.
Read every comment.
Please give this a like.
New episode every single day on Speak Unstoppable.
Thank you for being here.
Confidence is not something you feel before you speak.
It is something you build by speaking,
Use the language.
and the feeling follows.
Bye, everyone.